Hi! Oh wow, I am looking like a hot mess. So excuse the grossness, but I've just come back from dance and I smell. So basically it's day 21. Wow, 3 weeks. Oh, 3 weeks on being Roaccutane, and so far so okay. I wouldn't say good, but I'd say okay. Side effects wise, nothing unanticipated. Basically, dry skin. I had a cold when I started using it, so basically, because I was blowing my nose all the time, around here was the first place that I noticed that dried up. And then followed around here, and then what I thought was my eyes, but actually was my eyelids in the end, so like around here. So that was fine, just moisturized the hell out of myself. And dry lips, obviously. In fact, mine are quite dry right now. That is my thing. Anyway, so that's fine. I was worried about muscle pain. There's been a little, I don't know if it's just being back at uni. My course is quite physically active. So it could be that, but I don't think it is. I think it is the Roaccutane. So basically, it's not like my muscles will hurt as I'm doing something, or be excruciatingly painful afterwards. It's more about like the pain that normally happens the next morning, like the stiffness of muscles, happens a bit earlier. So like that night as opposed to the next morning. But again, manageable, nothing dramatic. The most surprising thing really is it's gonna sound gross, so a warning to you all, but the inside of my nostrils dry out extremely, especially when I wake up in the morning, or if I've had like a 3 hour, 4 hour class and I haven't had a break to go grab a drink of water, then they just dry up insanely, and um, like at the moment it's not too bad. It looks so funny. At the moment it's not too bad, but that gets quite painful, and because it's so dry, it cracks and actually starts bleeding. Not to the point where I've got to hold a tissue and put my head back or anything, but it just starts bleeding a little bit, which is kind of gross. And the other thing, this is really gross, but I'm sorry, again, warning. Um, like I said, I started it on a cold, so I'm just coming off of a cold. So I've still got a little bit of runny nose thing going on. And especially when I wake up, my snot dries out like crazy. Um, it becomes hard and sharp and like, oh, painful. And when I wake up, it's almost like solid. It's gross. And I don't want to, moisturize in there or like have to sit there working it out. And if it happens during the day, uni, it's quite bad because it's, I guess, like I get really self-conscious, like if they're going to be hanging out or something, oh, gross like that. Um, so yeah, that I didn't expect. No one had mentioned that. I'd heard about the nosebleeds and the cracking, but nothing about this snot-related thing. So I'm going to be honest, it happens. I just blow my nose heaps, and if I'm at home, I go for a little dig because honestly, it's quite painful, and you can feel them, and you're thinking, what the hell is up my nose? But yes, other than that, emotional side of things, I personally was worried about the whole heightened anxiety or depression or both or whatever. Um, Anxiety-wise, it hasn't been too bad. I think it's just starting uni again. Really, I don't think it's a Roaccutane. But I've, I don't no. In fact, I'm not even gonna mention. There's no anxiety, but depression side, I guess I've been more moody, and my fuse is shorter. Not so much for anger, but for what will upset me and what will make me cry. As an acting student, that's great. You always want your emotions on edge, but not where you can't control them. But other than that, there's nothing too serious to worry about, and I'll be fine. The beginning of my second week, I ran out of all the samples that the samples that I was using, so like the moisturizing one. So I went shopping and I bought a whole bunch of stuff. So basically, I've still kept, this was given to me in this sample pack. An every face sunscreen. Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? There it is. And basically, I apply that on in the morning after my moisturizer. And then if I know I'm sitting out in the sun to have lunch, or I'm going for a run, or I don't know, I'm just in a sunny spot, I'll reapply that. Even I found under fluoro lights, um, like in the studios and stuff when we're working on screen, um, yeah, I can feel my skin burning up, so I use that. I went and bought, so that was in the pack. I went and bought this. It is Roaccutane Repair, the Dry Skin Specialist High Potential Vitamin E Cream, enriched with shea butter and cocoa butter, promotes cells regeneration for scarring, stretch marks, and blemishes. So I thought that will help with the scarring just a little bit. It smells pretty nice, actually. It does. Nice and fresh. So I use that in the morning, and I bring that to me with uni. In fact, I bring all of this with me to uni. And I apply throughout the day, maybe like once, and then maybe once again in the evening if I have to. Because I do get quite sweaty. So yeah. I try to stay away from anything that is vitamin A. So as you can see, this is E, so that's okay. But vitamin A, because as some of you may know, that Roaccutane is basically like it's estrogen, or whatever that word is, but it's quite concentrated with vitamin A, so you don't want to overdose of vitamin A. Therefore, if you're taking vitamin A supplements, you have to stop. Yada yada yada. Most of them, most moisturizers you'll find won't have vitamin A, but there are a few that I did find on the shelf that did have them, so just stay away. This is pretty good. I do recommend it. It wasn't that expensive. It wasn't the cheapest one, but get on your side, man. What are you doing? It was pretty good. So that's my moisturizers. And then I wanted something at night to kind of, I could slather on and then wake up and still feel kind of gross when I wash it off. It wasn't like my skin wasn't all peeling. This is Paw Cream. It's a different brand to the one that I'm using on my lips, which I'll show you in a second. But basically, it's a whole bunch of Paw Cream, and it's all natural, and yeah, and it's quite waxy, almost like hair wax. And when you put it on, it does feel kind of like waxy and like organic honey. If you ever bought organic honey, like it's not runny and sticky, it's like thick. And it does have kind of a smell to it, but it's all natural. It does work. Like I apply it on before I go to bed, and it does feel quite thick. But other than that, it's great. Yeah, I do, and even for like my elbows and stuff, I get quite dry elbows. I use that as well. Occasionally, I use that as like spot treatment in the morning if I haven't done it at night, which has only happened once or twice. But yeah. Then on my lips, I've been still been using where'd it go? This, which was in the sample pack, which is great. Been using this with me at work. I'm a waitress, and so I'll just put that in my waitressing jacket and apply it on. It's not the best in terms of moisturizing, but it's like a quick solution, and it doesn't give you that like shine that like this stuff or Vaseline or the purple cream, which I'm trying to find, gives you. Where is it? This one. This is awesome. Again, purple cream. It's a different brand. Different mixture, works great. Have 2 spare just because I love it so much. And I also bought this. Yes, looks like a vibrator, but is not. Can you see it? And the way it works is that you can see the little bristles, and you press it once, it starts vibrating, and you press it again, it vibrates at a lower frequency, and then you turn it off. I use a lower frequency, and basically like you lather your face with preferably not soap, but you know, some lathering thing, and you scrub it, and you scrub it, and you scrub it, and I especially like it in here because I've dried out quite a bit in there. That's hard to get out. It just exfoliates the skin. This is the box that it came in. Ultrasonic, blah blah blah. Other that's quite good. You don't need to get one of these. I just really wanted one for exfoliation because I think that'll help, and it'll help bring it out. Oh, that's another thing. In case you don't know, you will have an initial breakout, so your acne will get worse before it gets better. I think I'm just starting to be at the end of my initial breakout, so I've gotten I had quite a few on my forehead. There's still some there. I've got a whole bunch of little ones here, as you can see, and wait, you can see them, like that one there, and all this here, and a huge under my chin, and in here. So that was kind of annoying, especially because I couldn't wear makeup, and I don't normally to uni, although during screen I try to, because if the camera's like this, you don't really want to be, well, like this actually. And at work I try not to, but there's a few occasions where I was going out, and so I wanted to, and my makeup would look fine. I'd moisturize and put like a cleanser on as well, and put liquid foundation and only a little bit of powder, and for about 20 minutes, half an hour, it'd be great. And then after that, it was like, boom, cake face, to the point where it's just like I'd thrown makeup powder onto my face. It looked gross. But, yeah, c'est la vie, really. So, that's it from me. I'm now going to have a shower because this is gross. I hope this is helpful at all, and we'll see you in another 2 to 3 weeks, and hopefully my skin will be on the recovering side of things. Yay! Okay, bye!